What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Asia session stream. I hope you guys are doing great, doing amazing. And today, I did take one trade during the New York session, ended up making around 1,120 around that. Requested my daily payout, already got it. So definitely very happy with the current way that I manage my accounts, my live accounts, and hopefully we'll turn this account into a way bigger account in the future. Hope you guys are doing great. Also, doing amazing. And today we can see here. First thing I look at is the daily chart. Daily candle here closed bearish. Okay, so for for whoever is calling me out for the trade that I took yesterday, I said that right when this candle closes, the 4-hour candle closes, I will go break even, and this is exactly what happened. So yesterday I closed out the trade for a break even, which I can see a lot of people for sure being like, "Oh, what happened with your trade overnight?" So I took a long from this new candle opening, so at 6 p.m. and chopped for literally 4 hours. So ended up leaving for a break even. It pushed down all the way to 7 a.m. and then we opened up back towards the gap. So this target was very good. It was still an area that had a lot of orders to get filled. We dumped back down from this level. Really good 4-hour close here that we can see from 10 that closed at 2. So that gave us the direction also for the power hour. This is how I read it. So if that candle that closed at 2 p.m. closes very strong bearish, then I would predict that the next one will follow also. So here, coming into this Asia session, I see that this candle closed bearish. Last day was the bears being in control. So that means that every little pullback here within that bearish candle will most likely act as a support level in order to generate new lows and potentially create the upwick of a future bearish candle. So currently looking for shorts within the morning, within the Asia session. Hopefully we can open up higher within that breaker, form some sort of structure on the 15, enter here with a wider stop, and get the direction from there. In terms of 4-hour and 1-hour chart, 4-hour tells me we broke out, so I would want to play the continuation out of that and potentially aim for the previous daily low. And in terms of hourly, we have an hourly gap right above us, so we could anticipate a small pullback here and then some accumulation within that gap to then distribute. So that's pretty much the game plan. Looking for shorts, and I want to see some sort of pullbacks within the 70s here to potentially target the previous daily low. So pretty much it. Is this a new show? It is pretty new. Yeah, it is pretty new. We started 2 weeks ago, but last week I was not there since I was in Miami. But yeah, so the open is in 15 seconds. So let's ride. Let's see what happened. Let's go on the 1-minute chart. There's an hourly gap right above us. Let's see if it gaps. Doesn't gap. Let me also put the hourly here. Let me be patient also. Yesterday I entered and we were in a break-even trade for literally 2 hours. 2 hours and a half. So can you please analyze gold? Yeah, I'll do it. But yeah, in terms of NQ in general, I want to see this daily low being swept. It did get swept immediately. If it would have opened up higher, I would have taken that short here within the hourly gap back towards that daily low. Didn't happen, unfortunately. It was too aggressive. There's no point in entering here for me. If it's too strong, I'll just let it go. But the good trades during the Asia session are when the close was not, it was strong, but the last hour give us some sort of pullbacks, and then when Asia opens, I'm taking the short back down. That is literally the best scenario, but depending on how strong the close was on the previous day, sometimes it just opens up immediately lower towards the previous day low. So that is a scratch for the first first opportunity that I saw. Because here also we closed at 49, but you know, with the next hour closing at 5 p.m., we had that move down all the way here. Yeah, exactly. So that daily bar closes basically at 4:15 p.m. But the action keeps playing until 4:59, meaning that at 4:59 we're here. So that is basically the open of the new daily. But the close of the previous ends at 4:15. I can mark it out here. You see, around 4:15. So currently, would want to see us reject that wick. Okay, it would take at least a good 30 minutes to an hour to form, but I would want to see us go back down, fill that wick, close back within the range, and potentially see that gap being targeted. That would be a very good play that I could catch with you guys. I'll be patient. Yesterday, I took a bigger picture play. Okay, so which is, you know, I entered micros and I wanted that 4-hour gap to get tapped, which was this high. But within price fluctuating within that range, there was many opportunities that I missed in terms of scalps. Let's say like that hourly candle that closed back, potentially could see a nice move back to the upside towards those wicks. Even on the 15 here, some very good trades on the rejections, on the unfilled gap also. So we'll stay patient. Maybe we'll answer some minis and try to catch something. How you doing? Doing amazing. What about you? Wait, my mouse disappeared. Froze. I think this is a PC froze right there. I think my PC froze. Let me see the comments here. How are y'all doing, chat? How are y'all feeling? Okay. Unless you have a good detection of direction, but if you work to catch better entry, you will, and your risk reward will be engine. Well, your risk reward will be engine. What does that mean? But I agree, of course, I agree that I have a good framework to understand the bias in general and frame a trade. But the thing is with me is that within that framework, in order for you to be consistently taking trades with a certain framework, the entries have to be different. The entries have to be different in terms of pullback levels, and also it's like, I'll give you an example. Okay, let's say your entry, let's say you have an unfilled gap right above you. Okay, let's say you have an unfilled gap right above you and you have this structure. Okay, exactly this structure. So the thing is with risk to reward is that if you enter here, if you always wait for the best possible entry, okay, let's say you always wait for price to tap that breaker, so you have your entry being here, your stop loss being right there, and your take profit being right here, for you to be in a potential 1 to 2 scenario. Okay, I'll make you understand one thing about my perspective of this market is that the amount of times that price will not pull back towards this breaker and will fly from this closure right there. Okay, I'll give you the same exact scenario. And will fly from this closure right here without pulling back to your entry, okay, to then push to the upside towards your target, is if you miss out on all those aggressive trades that you could have caught by having a sloppier entry, when you look back at your data and you look back at how many wins that you missed out on since you tried to have that best risk to reward, you're gonna have a smaller amount of trades within a year, and your win rate is gonna be lower too. You know, so it's like you need to find a good middle ground. For me, I know aggressive entries are are aggressive and are potentially not necessarily the best way to enter in all market conditions, but it's the way that I can make the most amount of money within 5 years, 8 years, you know. So like this is basically the saying, don't be a dick for a tick. For me, when I have the direction, when I have the read, I'll enter, and I will not care about having the best possible entry, because I know that if I always wait for that best possible entry, I will miss out on a lot of B setups, and those B setups are usually my cash flow trades and are usually what builds some sort of buffer for me, you know. So I think there's some sort of glitch, Tony, where my screen kind of freezes sometime. I see it on the recording. Yeah, you can check the recording. You'll see it, I'm pretty sure. I saw that yesterday too. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I prefer just entering, having a higher frequency of trades, having a lower risk reward, but knowing that at the end of the year, my system's gonna make it, you know. I heard you were dancing on a dance pole in Miami. All right. All right. Who leaked? Who leaked that? I want to know who's in charge of that information right here. And, I got leaked. Everyone did. Everyone did. Not everyone, but we forced some people to do it. Of course, the person that initiated all the dancing was Nick. You guys knew. And then I hopped in too. They got videos? Shit. Wait, they shared the videos with you guys? Alright, we're cooked. I'm cooked. Alright. I'm cooked. What strategy trading during Asia? I'm trading strategy that I call the Asian raid, which is targeting the daily highs and lows depending on how strong the previous close was. Here, so basically like from that close to that daily low, I couldn't take that trade, unfortunately, since the action from 4:15 p.m. all the way to 4:59 was going down. So like it wasn't favorable for me. Second trade that I would look for is unfilled gaps on either the 15, the hourly, the 4-hour, or even the daily. And then the last one would just be finding my bias off of a candle closure on the hourly, and predicting the direction for the next one if I have good targets above me and I can truly have a good read. But I need strong closures. I need breaks in the market. So let's say a good read that I would have would be this. You see here, the 2 to 3 p.m. 1-hour candle closed, broke below those lows. You see how much structure we broke below, and we swept that high. We closed back within the range, and even breaking that low. For me, how do I read this chart? I read it in the way where, okay, the next bar has so many there's so many sellers within the sprint that even if we wick that low, we pull back to the upside, we're most likely going to face a wall to create the upwick of a candle that will flip back bearish and close bearish because of the structure that we formed within the next few the previous 3 to 4 candles on the hourly. So then once you can have a read on an hourly candle, you can dissect that into 4 15-minute bars or 59 1-minute bars and find an entry to be on side within the next one. But my prediction is always, where is the next hourly candle going, or where is the next 15-minute candle going? If I get the direction right, usually my stop loss is wide enough to win the trade. So that's the strategy that I use. Amos, you got a cut? No, I didn't. I'm getting a cut tomorrow. Look at my mustache, bro. I'm cooked. You're gonna sell the leaks? Try sizing up a lot and miss more trades. Would be a boring stream though, and see what happens to your P&L. Requires tight stop loss though, so reversal trading is a risk. I think that the way that you are approaching things is a good way, an amazing way, especially with a live account. You know, having that perspective of, okay, I'm always gonna put myself in a high risk reward situation. For me, I'm just like, I trade so mechanically. I do not even want, like, my view on the market is I backtested data within the past, and I believe that what happened in the past will give me predictive value over the future, because the markets act in a certain way that repeats itself. So knowing this, I can't deviate from a mechanical approach where I know exactly where to enter, where to put my stop loss, where to put my take profit. But within those metrics, with when I was backtesting, I never found success with high risk reward, because it requires a level of discretion and intuition that I still don't have, and I think most traders don't have until they have 5 to 10 years of experience. You know, so I trade with an approach that is completely different. I don't judge any sort of approach with taking reversals and tight stop losses. I just don't see myself doing that, because for me to take a trade, I need at least 2,000 trades that is backing the fact that I can replicate that over the future. And I know it sounds corny, but it's true. You forced them. What an DD party you went on. I did. I did. The video clip is on Twitter. Eh? Is it? There's no way. One of them is on X. Where I missed something. Let me go on my phone right now. Yeah, can you guys tag me in it? Tag me in that, please. I don't see any mentions though. Who posted it? Who posted that? I need to know right now. I'll look it on Twitter. You guys got me Hey Amos, my son made the cubing video. Where is the best way to send it? Send it on my Instagram. Amos.pft. By the way, remember there was a guy telling me again that he could do the Rubik's Cube in like 12 seconds, and he literally sent me a recording. He literally did. I was like, holy shit. What in the nerd is going on? What brand are your headphones? I think Apple. Has to be Apple. Yeah, they're Apple. They're like the old ones though, like it's the old ones with the round thing at the end. Just blew my shit. Fa. You did? I need higher time frame candles closing in order to give me the direction. Right now, on the daily chart, we already swept some sort of objective, which is the previous daily low. If we would have opened up higher within that range, be within that hourly gap within the 70s, I would have taken a short back down towards that daily low easily. Couldn't see that happening, so now I need more context. Currently, if I take a trade within that area, it would only be prediction. I would be predicting that price would reverse. What I like to do is react. Okay, we're tapping this wick, which is a level that we could bounce from. How are we going to react? Are we going to close back within the range on this hourly and so strong that I would be able to predict that the next hourly bar would also be bullish? Can I do this? If not, I can't have a read. So here, I would need this candle to either close very strong below that low and give me the basically the read on the sellers and be like, okay, the sellers were the one controlling the whole hour. So now I would look for sells back into this low and potentially try to ride the wave with the opening price that first, or this candle to actually, you know, close above that high, being very strong within that gap, and be certain that there would be buying pressure within the next hourly. So I need a candle closure. I need to have a read on the market, which now any trades here, in my opinion, is a prediction. That's my take. We'll stay on the 1 minute chart and have the hourly and the 15 being the time frames that would lead us to take a decision. We'll post that here. All right. Nick posted it, Rebecca and Miriam reposted it. Okay, let me literally go right now on Twitter. I can't get trolled. Twitter, I'm going on Twitter right now. Let's go to Nick. His name's Spud Nick. Tradeify Nick, yeah. Okay. I don't see it on Twitter. I saw him dancing on like it's like a GIF thing. But we don't see me dancing. Tag me in it. Tag me in it. Shut up. What's up, Ryan? What's up, Dodgy? How you doing, my brother? This stream goes hard on mute. Alright, I give that to you. That was tough. That was tough. I like that. Just, brother, give us a signal. That's what you're good for. Alright? Give us a signal right now. Or leave the stream. You're right, and tell us right now if longing this 5 minute is smart or dumb. Let me know. With your analysis, though. I see you, brother. He's going to sleep. He's going to sleep at like, what, 6 p.m., bro? Nah, he's in London. Yeah, I'll review gold chart. Yeah. The indicator right here is called ICT HDF candles. Okay, this is the settings. So let me go on gold. What do you want me to analyze here? Like what? What am I supposed to analyze on gold, bro? Like, like sell the market. Holy shit! What am I supposed to do with that chart? We closed with a freaking $200 down move and gap down lower and another 25-point down. There's nothing to be analyzed there until I truly get like a until I truly get like a 4-hour, even if I get a 4-hour candle closing back, okay, within the range of that one, that trend is so bearish I wouldn't even want to fade it. I would wait for structure to form. Literally, that's what I would do. It's like if there's such a big trend like this, let's say, and then there's an unfilled gap right here, and then I take the first shift back into that unfilled gap, usually it doesn't even work. Usually what I would require to happen if the trend is too aggressive, which is around 6 back-to-back bearish candles, that's the rule, which here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, literally 6 back-to-back. So here, even if this candle closes back within the range, it's a very, very aggressive play to take the move back towards the unfilled. So I would require that 4-hour candle to close and another one to close, create some structure, and then potentially see a move. But from that, there's nothing to analyze. Wait for structure to form. Shorting would be a chase if you're not already in. Longing would be dumb. It would be prediction. So I would wait for more structure to form. That's my view. My view only. Like, let's say a good trade that I would have wanted to catch. This is a good trade. Overall trend is bearish. Pull back towards a 4-hour gap. The hell is that? Pull back towards a 4-hour gap right here. Daily bar is bearish again. Okay. We go down to the hourly. Right after tapping this 4-hour gap, we have an unfilled bullish gap right below us. Just looking at pure candlestick behavior, what do you think will happen next? Us going back towards that gap, or us printing to the upside and continuing that bullish trend? The gap for me is an easy play. So if you can force a pullback within that range and short back towards that gap, or short and then potentially see that next bearish candle form and print, basically predict that next bearish bar, then very good trade, which is exactly what happened. Boom. That is a good trade on gold. 100%. Did I take it? No, it was like 2 a.m. Let me sleep, brother. All right. But I don't see the video, by the way. I don't see me dancing, so it's all good. I think I'm still all right. Can still find a girlfriend one day. If that video goes out, though, that will be a problem. That's for sure. It was definitely doing some weird shit on that poll, for sure. I have no doubt. See it? It keeps twitching. I don't know if it's me. Does this screen twitch sometime? Chat, let me know. Can you go over yesterday's trade? Yeah, I'll go over yesterday's trade. So right at the daily close, right here, right when this daily candle closed, we had a 4-hour unfilled gap. Okay, seeing the size of that daily bar basically being 1,630 points. One thing that I look at is the size of the down wick when we close. Okay, usually when you have a big down wick, you have a bigger chance of opening up higher, meaning that this down wick shows you responsive buying after sweeping those lows. So once a new bar will open, then they will most likely step in to fill the seller's order, okay? Because they're being aggressive. So here, that was my thesis. I was like, okay, pretty big daily down wick. Let me scale down to a 4-hour chart. Here, we're sweeping the previous daily low, closing back within the range, and we also have a 4-hour unfilled gap. Good. That is enough for me to frame that the next 4-hour candle has more chances of printing to the upside than to the downside. So here, once the new bar opened up, I entered longs within the pullback of this candle, within this range, and waited. This next 4-hour candle closed back within the range, so did not go anywhere. My framework got invalidated and left for a break even. That was pretty much the trade that happened. Did it end up taking out the target? Yes, but exactly like I said, those kind of trades sometimes will take the whole overnight session for you to win, you know, because they are based on 4-hour targets, daily objectives. It's like bigger picture plays that you will take on micros, which is usually what I'll go for within those Asia session streams, because this is mainly the edge there. Looking at what happened on the previous day, who was in control, and what is above us, below us, and what has more chances of happening within the next 2 to 3 hours, right at the open, when there's going to be an influx of volatility, who's in control. And here, my thesis was long. Unfortunately, that next bar ended up being an inside, you see, right there. My entry was here, though. So as soon as this candle closed, got out. Break even. Ended up pushing back all the way to the upside here, to the 4-hour gap, which was the last. You see, like, that's my thesis. If there's a 4-hour gap and we close strong within the previous day, we need that gap. If we're truly bearish, okay, we would still need that gap in order to have enough fuel to push to the downside. And even if, let's say, if we're truly bullish, though, we would go up in the first place. So it's like my next stop. It's like, where is the fuel of the market? Okay, in terms of volume, this area has low volume, could be the fuel to go to the downside. So that was my read yesterday. Ended up not working out. Doesn't make me, doesn't do anything to me, really. That's how I frame the trades. So there was a very clean trade, 2 very clean trades today on the 15-minute. Let's go over them. I think we can even do that every time, but let's go over the trades that I judge being very good today, just based on my framework. Okay, all right, so here we have a big aggressive 15-minute candle. Okay, when I see this, I know that a fair value gap is composed of 3 candles. This is the number 1 right here. This is the number 2 right there. Okay, and a third candle is going to open when this 15-minute candle is going to close. And if this candle closes back within the range of that high, okay, only that high, if it closes back within the range right here, then I know that we have more chances of filling the gap than the high within that candle. Okay, so then let me go to this 15. Next bar opens up, drives higher. All the buyers here within the 1-minute chart got faked out. Okay, on that gap, they're all looking for the breakout. Boom, shaking out. And here, I have the read that a market structure shift could potentially work because we have an area below us that has low volume. So here, my read is we have an unfilled. What the fuck is this? The drawing tool keeps showing up. Yeah, we have an unfilled gap right below us, showing me that buyers were so aggressive within the last 45 minutes that this area right here has low volume. So in terms of what is the next stop within the market, what is the next fuel level within the market, it would be this low. Okay, it would be the unfilled gap. Even if we are truly bullish, we would need to fill this gap in order to have enough fuel to go to the upside. And if we're bearish, we're just going to go down from here, you know? So right there, this is the moment where I scale down to the 1-minute chart. Do I have the right structure? I have my breaker. I have a high, low, higher, high, lower, low. We're pulling back here. This is where I would anticipate that lower time frame structure would actually hold in order to generate a new low within the market. So here, any shorts within that range was a good short, especially if you entered 1 or 2 minutes before that close, having your take profit within that gap. Okay. So then you see, like, it's a very quick scalp. Hope you know, the best way you can catch those is being in a little bit earlier. So that was a good trade that I saw. Another one that I saw also was another unfilled. So you're waiting for a gap to get formed, and as soon as it gets formed, then you try to scalp the move back towards it. So let's see. Boom, right here. Okay, you have a big displacement candle to the upside forming a gap. Bro, why is there click here to learn on a rectangle? This actually got me pissed off. Bro, what is this? TradingView always puts some dumb shit on the chart. Every 2 days they make an update. Bro, leave us alone. I want to draw my rectangle, my brother. Get me out. Okay, so then here I marked this out as being my unfilled gap. Okay, you have an unfilled gap below you. So here, okay, let's go back and make sure you guys understand. You have a big candle, big aggressive candle pushing. What is this showing me? Displacement. It's giving me cues of what could happen next. For me, when I see a bullish candle like this, I'm like, oh damn, buyers are very aggressive. We should see the next bar closing bullish also and forming some sort of breakouts. Unfortunately, what ended up happening is not that. We formed a big bullish candle, but then this candle failed to close above that previous candle's high. Then once we have this candlestick formation, I'm looking below me. I'm like, okay, what's below me? A gap. When did that gap get formed? As soon as this candle closed, because it's the third. So now for me, even if we're bullish or bearish, the next fuel level becomes that gap. So then I will look down to the 1 minute chart, and here is the moment where my breaker block will truly hold. Okay, this is where I have a high, low, higher, high, lower, low that I can truly trust. A lot of people just look for those patterns everywhere on the chart when I would buy them if the previous bar closed bullish, you know, since I want to fade those sellers that just wait for a wick to get taken out and try to sell the first market structure shift. So here, sell, and what do? Now you can understand the true reasoning behind why I don't go for a, you know, a 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, because my read on the market is so different. It's like, okay, I have the direction right most of the time, you know, let me get in and I'll have a wide stop, and I just want to stay on side as much time as possible for my trade to actually play out. And here you see we opened up higher, faked out some buyers on that break, side, go down. Okay, was able to get the read on the next bar. Only thing I have to do, you know. So then you see next bar prints bearish, good. I would have the same read. If this candle closes bearish, I'll predict that the next bar will be bearish also. Even if I have this read, will I answer on a trade off of that read? No. I really need to have like an edge within the pattern, which is not easy. It's like I have a lot of reads that end up working out but are not a true edge if you take them all the time, or like the timings are so weird or like unpredictable that you can't truly make an edge out of it. So hopefully you guys understand a little bit better of what happened today for me. But that's like in terms of scalps, that's what happened. On the hourly, was a very good short from that 10 a.m. bar, closing back within the range. Could predict that the next bar would be bearish also, and any shorts within that 11 to 12 p.m. 1 hour bar, if your stop loss is wide enough and you are right on the bias, then you're most likely going to make money within that hour. You see how I don't view, like, I view those candles as gold. You know, I view those candles as a story that told me what can potentially happen within the future. You know, type 1 if you enjoyed that analysis. And I didn't yet for no reason. Now let's get to the yapping though. You know, we're here for that. I love how it wicked out before exploding. On what move are you talking about? Do you take these trades on the live too? The unfilled, or you're talking about the Asia session trades? The thing is like my model in the morning is so strong. I believe in it more than I have multiple models, but there's some that are so mechanical that I believe in them so much that, you know, no amount of no amount of confirmations on the chart could make me take it more than what I do in the morning, you know. So like on my live account, usually I go for the 10 a.m. move. But if I don't find a trade, an unfill would be very good, or just a regular strong bias off of the candlestick behavior. Spot on. How to find TP stop loss in such setup you explained in gold. Backtest it. How big's your stop loss for holding trades that long? They are depending on the structure. You know, it's really depending on the structure. Sometimes, let's say yesterday, the volume was so, you know, high. We had a lot of volatility within the market, so, you know, I couldn't have a tight stop. It's impossible for me. So I needed to enter 1 or 2 micros. If you're targeting a daily high, you can't target a daily high without having at least a 50-point stop. You know, that's for me. Asia, I'll tell you one thing. Asia trades are very aggressive. They are. Right? You know when a setup is like is a setup to take a setup, and there's a setup to make 5K out of that setup. There's 2 kinds of setup, and you know it. Do you see any setups right now? I'm waiting to see how that hourly candle will close so I can formulate my bias for the next hour. Just love it when you go through your analysis. Let's go. That's good. I didn't realize how slow Asia sessions were. Yeah, they are extremely slow. So that's why also you can't be playing it the same way. It's like I had people yesterday in my chat being like, how big's your stop loss? This, that. It's like if you have a tight stop during Asia, you don't understand the session that you're trading. It's like go trade New York session where the volatility is very, very high with a tight stop, and you could catch those moves with heavy buyers or heavy sellers, and you can drive. There's a lot of momentum within those sessions. During Asia, the 1 minute chart for me is like pure noise. We're back here, the most consistent here. Do you own Tradeify? My brother. Holy shit. You just fried me. Do I own Tradeify? Holy shit. I wouldn't trade if I owned Tradeify. I personally do not think that stock market would go directly lower from here. I think we could see a good day that would take out all shorts in the market and we move lower with enough liquidity or momentum. Maybe, maybe not. When it comes down to the higher time frame, let's say like the daily or monthly, weekly moves, it's not really technical. It's more news driven. It's more catalyst driven. All things that we don't really have control over. Where intraday small moves here and there, it's way different to find edge within having predictive value over months or over a 5-minute span. It's like if your overall thesis is the market is going to be bullish, okay, let's say you invest, okay, but if you try, like, that's good, okay, but you need to have that long-term perspective of, okay, I'm not even touching anything. Because if you start micromanaging your positions on the daily, then you're surely going to screw up, because that is extremely hard. That's what I mean. So like if you're gonna micro manage your positions, you're better off just scalping. Like I wouldn't try to predict like a daily reversal. You remember me? No, I don't. Sorry, brother, but I'm awesome. I'm high as fuck. Let's go. Brother, just type that in the chat like that. I'm awesome, high as fuck. Oh shit. He typed it twice. He typed it twice. Shit, okay, yeah, you're very high, okay. Okay, he typed it 3 times, alright. That guy is literally fried. Oh, you're a female, I'm sorry. I literally call everyone brother. It's like even Miriam, I call her my brother. It's like Miriam, my brother. Like Rebbe, my brother. So like, don't take it personal. I can't see the profile picture. My sister. You can buy Tradeify. Oh fuck no. Yeesh. These Asian sessions remind me of your Monday's backtesting sessions. Damn. Monday's backtesting sessions. You were there? There was like 70 people there. Sheesh. You were there on on Tradeify's backtesting session. You're an OG, actually. You're an absolute OG. It was when? It was like September. It was like, yeah, around like August, September, October, around this time. Went all the way to like end of December, something like that. Great live. Thank you and good night from Ireland. Good night, my brother. What monitor brand are you using? Mints, do you wanna know what my underwear brand is also? Let me know. It's like, bro wants my exact setup. He was like, like earlier he asked me like, what's your earphones or like earbuds for, Nah, you made me laugh, bro. Yesterday too, you spammed me with those questions. I can give you the hair products I use, everything. You just ask. But the monitors, I have a 240 hertz. It's called Predator monitor. That's a gaming monitor. So that's like horizontal, and then I have a vertical one here, which is curved, which is 144, and it's a Acer. So yeah. Joe Boxer, clearly, nah, right, chill. Yeah. Joe Boxer, are you serious? What about Joe Boxers though? What's wrong with Joe Boxers? I just want to know. Thanks, my African brother. Let's go. She knows. She knows I'm African. Let's go. At least you know. I know you're in the chat then. Amazing. Let me just put it here so it doesn't lag anymore. Which time frame chart do you prefer to look for fair value gaps? That's a very good question. Hourly and 15. Hourly 15 and maybe 4 hour. But the best ones would be 15 and hourly, because those are the intraday trades. Over that, it could turn into a mess. It could easily take you at least 3-4 hours before hitting your target. Psychology sessions, yeah, they were heavy on the psychology. Yeah. Do you have a specific financial goal with trading? Ooh, what a good question. Ricardo Gonzalez. Papi, all right, chill. Chill. I mean, financial goal. I mean, I don't really have any financial goals related to trading. It's like I don't view a certain amount as being, oh damn, it's good, or I made it. You know, I just want to reach my full potential. Meaning I want to start getting into a little bit more swing trading with options. Becoming also the best scalper as possible. Try to understand more about my own strategy, dig a little bit deeper into it, dig deeper into the risk management aspect of it, which is something that I'm still working on. So I want to become a better trader, but I don't see it really as a financial goal. I think it will just come naturally. And if I set like financial goals in general, like I tend to do very bad. But if like that's the boring answer for sure. But if we're talking about, okay, like what do you want in terms of how much money do you want to make from trading? Of course, multiple millions. But one thing that is important to know is that once you start making multiple millions a year from trading, it doesn't necessarily all come from day trading. You know, you're gonna have a lot of money made on investments and a lot of money made on swing position and bonds and this and that. You know, so that's really what I want to get into a little bit more. You see, that's my perspective. So yeah. Do I view myself risking $100,000 in one singular trade? towards a 15-minute high, no. 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 You see, it's like no matter how good you aspire to be, there's stuff that you can't necessarily do until your financial situation completely changes for you to be able to risk that certain amount, you know. So, you know, it is capped at a certain point, because also psychology comes into place. It's like no human on earth could potentially handle the $100,000 loss within a 15-minute trade, literally, like just 50, you know. That's pretty much where I am. So so you see here that hourly candle was gonna close back within the range, showing us some aggression from the buyers at the end, but didn't do that. Fortunately, it's closing back right below the slow here at 408. There's a gap right above us, so we'll see what we can catch here. I'm not too certain about this price action so far. I don't really have a good read. Let's see. I would have wanted us to print and break that low at least to see the aggression from sellers. Right now we're mostly just hanging in a range. Pause, brother. Oh shit, yeah, I just remembered. I trolled that guy. What time zone are you in? Is your chart on Central? No, it's on East. I'm on the East Coast, so New York East. I have your daily routine, brand of your chair, headphones, and now monitor. Shit. It was good. No, we didn't take a trade already, so you're good, Adrian. I'm all in for investing in your own company and maybe sell to the stock market rather than going there for the sake of it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. There's a comment. He said, that's the most important thing. No, that's more important than anything. Just trust your setup and follow it daily. If it bores you, it's better. Trading was never about having fun or feel excitement. I agree. As soon as there is excitement and it's not really boring, sheesh, it could turn into a session of blowing accounts for sure. How do I get my chart to do that 2 time frame at once? It's an indicator called ICT HTF candles. That's literally the question I get asked the most. That, and how long did it take you to become profitable? Those two. One of those two. Always. Maybe 15 times a stream. Or can you go over the trade that you're looking at? And I literally explained that like maybe probably like 45 times before. What kind of water do you drink? Tap. You gotta drink more water. Drink too much coffee, but not enough water. You know, I started taking creatine when I was like 17, and I was taking it like every day for 2 years, and then I stopped. And I recently started to take it back. Started to take creatine again, and I still drink a lot of coffee though. But I feel like I can't sleep. I'm too focused when I take it. You know, I don't feel tired as much during the night. So I just stopped it. It's gotten better. I feel like I was having a freaking heart attack when I was taking it. Plus the coffee, plus trading, plus you know. Does anyone feel the same? I might be like hypersensitive to those kind of things though. Like I've always been hypersensitive to everything. There's also a reason why I don't take steroids. You know? Nah. When we will start doing the Sunday night Asia sessions? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I think I'll have the answer tomorrow. Are you going to invest in the SpaceX IPO? No, I don't know shit about this. Too much caffeine, well, creatine is all good. This is what I read too. I was like, creatine shouldn't do anything to you. It's like, it's not stimulating your brain or your heart. It's just water retention. So I don't know. I don't know if it's just a placebo effect of me just taking stuff and feeling weird. But it may be. Edibles actually help me sleep for trading a small amount of THC. Bro, if I take this, bro, I'll literally die. Bro, if I take edibles, I'll literally die. That's because you're supposed to work out. Okay. Brother, are you telling me that right now? Bro rage baited me. He's like, you don't even work out. You look small as shit. Holy shit. 7 p.m. opened up. Aggressive move. We'll wait. We'll wait. Let me come back in 30 seconds. Back. Yeah, I think I'll pin a message of. I'll literally pin a message saying, I've been trading for that amount of years, took me this amount of time to become profitable, plus this is the name of the indicator. So then all the questions are you know, are for brain rot purposes. Cocaine. Nah. Never. Boss, all that creatine will cause kidney damage or gamage. I don't know. You need to cycle that stuff. I think if you only take 5 grams every day, you should be good, no? I think you should be good. You just drink a lot of water. And one thing though is I was not drinking a lot of water. That is probably what was happening. I'm having a lot of coffee plus creatine, which are both dehydrating me. Not a lot of water. Then, I was literally fried. That might be it. Some people advise against copy trading multiple accounts. Do you agree? I think copy trading multiple accounts is great if you're experienced, because now you can truly be patient and get paid to your worth as a trader. So let's say like you have 5 accounts. Now you can really get paid for being patient. When if you only have one, then you don't truly see, you won't be able to see why you should be patient or why you should accept a loss if you've been holding that account for 2 months to request a $1,500 payout. Depending on where you live. If you live in I don't know, if you live in Africa, I say that I live in Africa. I'm born in Africa. Let's say you live in Algeria or any other countries where the currency is very, very weak, and then 1.5K would change your life. That's different. But if you live in the States, it's hard to stay composed with one account. My take. You want to be hypersensitive to steroids means you take less and get more results. Yeah, but I'm also not tall, so I'll just look like a freaking mini P.E.K.K.A or like a golem from Clash of Clans, bro. I gotta chill on that. I'm very glad I don't take the gym that seriously, because I would have the weirdest build ever. I already have like a Mexican boxer build. If you add steroids, bro, I'd look like a wrestler. I'm looking at such old comments right now. That's a myth. Doors, trust me, bro. Coffee will give you kidney stone. I don't know about that. Are you not 6'2"? Unless you're doing something right, your arms are bigger than Nick's. Let's go. They're only bigger when I flex. Nah, they're not bigger at all. A mini pick is actually crazy. Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, that's the truth though. What are you listening through your headphones? Damn. That's a good question. I'm listening to either the producer telling me something or music, but I don't listen to music right now. It helps me be focused too. It's like I'm in my bubble. Asia session seems like it's very similar to yesterday, taking out session high and dropping to the new session low. Session high. Oh, like on the daily you're talking about? For me right now, I would want to see this candle close back within the range here, right around like 26 here. I will have an unfilled right above. I'll try to long back from that closure to the unfilled. That's gonna be the play on the hourly. So we gotta see if we can have a strong close. This 15 is gonna close in 8 minutes. No, sorry, 6 minutes. So maybe we can even catch a trade here, but the trend is so strong. I would need a stronger body than this. I think the human body is designed perfectly. If you take 5 grams of creatine to achieve something that our bodies wouldn't normally be able to consume, doesn't sound natural or normal. I love that take. Shit. I resonate with that take a lot. Facts. I think that's facts. Right there. He's like, our bodies are so perfect. Why are you taking something else? I agree. The studies say that it's not bad for you. It's actually the opposite. But I agree with the fact that our bodies are very well designed, and as soon as you put something that is like created by men, you could face some problems for sure. Would you want a trader girlfriend? Fuck no. Oh hell no. Never. That's I think we talked about this with with Terrence last time. Bro, I'm tired of speaking about trading the whole day. And even like that's the thing, though. It's like I have friends, and like my friends have friends, and those friends have friends, and when I meet them, it's always the same shit. It's even that, even when I go out, I end up talking about trading and this and that. So like I would have a girlfriend, which I'm not even close to, then I would not want her to be a trader, because first, I don't even want to explain it. Should I really explain? I'm gonna get canceled if I explain something right here. That's literally a trap for me to lose everything right there in 15 minutes. Nah, but for real, I just want my like personal life to be extremely different than my work, and I think that if I have a girlfriend that trades, we would talk about trading the whole time. and I wouldn't be able to handle it, really. Depending how bad she is, all right? It's like, yo, yeah, if she got it, maybe I'll take it. If you were to follow a diet, you would have to eat a lot just to get those 5 grams. Just eat raw steaks. I think if you eat raw, I think the stat is like, if you, like, when you cook your steak, or when you cook something, it loses like 80% of the creatine in it, or like 50. So then you would need to eat like raw liver in order to have creatine. Anything raw. As soon as you stop, your muscles will debloat. Facts. Hey, that's some gym buddies right here. Moss and Tory trades would make a good couple. I don't like trend lines, brother. I don't like them trend lines. I don't know if we could get along. My wife is not a trader, and sadly, that's all she hears about. That's the thing. Imagine if she was, bro. You would literally. Did you pray today? Did you pray today? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know that song. What if she's like $1 million trader? I don't care. Like, I don't care about the money. Like, what? I don't mind the money. My husband and son trade. A family. Damn. A family that trades together stays together. Shit. Okay. The family trades. Okay. You gotta tell me right now, the rich girl. What happens when, like, someone in the family has like a terrible day, or like blew a 5 stack of accounts? Like, what do you guys do? Do you eat soup? What do you guys do? Are you guys like ever talking about your performance in general, or do you guys keep that private? Because, you know, my brother is a trader too, you know, a pretty good trader too also. So like, sometimes we just fuck around, and I'm like, yo, like, sometimes he will blow accounts, or like sometimes he will go very aggressive, make a shit ton of money. But, you know, we troll each other for sure. So like, it's never serious. But I remember like 2 years ago, my brother actually rage baited me after I blew my accounts. And I actually, you know, I would never punch him, but I was so mad at the moment. I turned into the wall, which is, you know, something very unusual for me. And I really wanted to punch the wall, which I didn't. But I felt it. I got rage baited by my own blood because of trading. He was like, bro, you're shit. It's like, bro, you're shit. Like, what do you take that shit trade? I'm like, I know it's a shit trade. Like, what are you talking about? You can see you and Claudia Trades do a collab. Claudia Trades. There's multiple Claudia Trades. Who are you referring to? How old are you? I'm gonna turn 23. When? In a month. Turning 23 in a month. Could also be the opposite. A trader girlfriend might share your disinterest in talking about. Maybe. I don't know. I never had that experience, you know, of meeting another trader, you know. So it's like I'm talking, I'm just saying what I think, how I think I would react, but I don't know. We never know. Oh my god. Long or short, I'm still waiting. It's still going down. It's a trend, so waiting for yo, teammate, how are you doing, brother? What's up? We got Alex in the building. Last time, bro, I vibe so much in your streams, bro. Like, there's sometimes I'm there, I'm not even typing in the chat. It's like I'm there, I listen to the beats, hard ass songs that you have on your stream. I vibe. I don't take trades though at that time, so mainly just work for my stuff. Wait, Alex, is your girl a trader? She is, no? Or she is she? Let me know. And if she is, let me know what's the experience. You'd fight all day, literally. They cry. They cry. What do you mean they cry? I'm looking for a wife that trades and have future baby traders. Shit. I saw somebody post, my girlfriend doesn't know when I had a red day. That's the emotion I want. I can guarantee you, if I have a big red day, all my family knows. Literally. I go upstairs and I'm like, all right, that brother got freaking, he lost all his bread. I remember one day, I was like down like, intraday I was down like 4K on my live account. And I went upstairs at like lunchtime. And you know, I looked pissed. And you know, till the end of the day, I made it all back plus more. And then they were like, yo, we knew some shit was up. But it's hard though. It's hard to keep that. I think it gets easier with time, but it's still hard. Money impacts all of us so much. What the fuck just happened? All right. Back inside the range on this hourly. You see those two candles are so heavy on the buys. I won't touch anything for now. You're the same age as me. Let's go. My son is the most profitable. Yeah, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. The sons, they be going, they have no fear, you know. Maybe the dad has fear, you know, he's a little bit more risk averse. But bro, the kid, the son, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about blowing accounts. He has 20 years in front of him, you know. That's the kind of mindset that gets you either very far or very not far. She has a few payouts, but she doesn't love it. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. Good to see you too, my brother. Anything is, my daughter's 11 and wants to learn. Shit. I mean, it kind of looks like a video game, so I don't blame her for that. How old were you when you started trading? I was 17, 18. Like, I think I just turned 18 or I was 17. It was a long time ago, brother. A very long time ago. He's a model first and a trader second. Yeah. Model first. Yeah. That's cool. Our brother's blessed. My brother's blessed. I think my boyfriend likes that I trade. Wait, Kim, so your boyfriend doesn't trade and you trade? Or does he trade too? She loves ICT more than you. Yeah. Bro said Michael G. Huddleston. She might. That action is so lame. Will there be an interview with the Grand Cup winner? We're gonna try to get it for sure. I'm gonna try to get it for sure. Unless you got 4 kids. I literally have the opposite of a dad aura. Literally. I don't even know how you would think I have kids. Maybe the mustache still not trimmed though, but like still. Which side are you looking for a trade? Currently, no trades. Currently, not even looking for a side. I need to wait for a closure. I need to wait for strongness from market participants to show me their hand. But currently, what do I see? I see this candle closing bearish below the previous one. I would anticipate the next bar to actually be bearish also, potentially drive back down towards 18. Am I going to take this trade? No. My opinion, too overextended and a continuation that could fake you out. Definitely. Your chat is either very delayed or scrolled up. You know, I just scrolled up a lot. Let me get into the new ones. I just don't want to miss anyone. Exactly, he doesn't care when he blows 5. He will still get 5 more pests in a day. Yeah, literally. That's how old is he? Female traders enjoy poker too. Do they? Is that true? When was that you had a haha moment and stuff started to turn around for you? Haha moment. I would say haha moments were really in the lab, or really when I was testing out my strategy. And I was like, shit, it actually works. Damn. Now I can truly now I have the confidence to execute on that strategy. Now I feel confident to put $1,000 down to buy accounts. You know. So haha moments, a lot of haha moments were through backtesting. I would say they were the biggest within backtesting. And then when I was able to replicate the results I was doing in backtesting within the live markets, those hit as much or even better. I would say, of course, better. He does too? Okay. Shit. All right. Traders couple. We love that. We love that. Finally getting to the new comments. All right, we're good. He's 19. Okay. 19 is a good age. 19 is a good age to be trading for sure. When his hair started getting curly. Are you talking about me? Nah, I don't really have curls in my hair. I would say they're more wavy than curly. Are you more backtesting or forward testing? Backtesting. I don't think you learn so much from putting on risk. You learn how to manage your emotions, but you don't technically learn anything about your setup. That's the thing. It's like in terms of technicals, in terms of theory, backtesting is far better because you don't have to put real risk on and have to manage your emotions, which is hard enough to do in and of itself, even when you have a profitable strategy, you know. So I would say number one for me is backtesting, then forward testing. And like forward testing, of course, it will teach you a lot, but without the metrics and the conditions that you tested in the past, you will not be able to truly understand and have a lot of awareness with your model. Like I don't want to pay to understand something that is a technical perimeter, basically. I want to pay to understand how to trade that strategy in terms of emotions and in terms of risk management. You know, that's my take. That's a very good question. Yo, is your bias to sell or buy NQ at the moment? With caps lock, it's like, just literally tell me if I go buy or if I buy or short right now. Aha. Yeah. Aha moment. It's aha or haha? It's aha, you said. Aha moment. It's the same shit. A Moss toothpaste brand. Bro. Or brother. Literally just buy the first one that you see in Costco. You're good. And just brush your teeth 3 times a day and you're good. When are you gonna long? When that candle will close. Can you share the music mix? You gotta ask that to Alex, teammate Alex. Are you talking about like the music in the background right now? The beat goes kind of hard though. The beat goes hard. Moss on that Leonardo DiCaprio shit. Yeah, gotta have the Wolf of Wall Street haircut, you know. I like my haircut way better right now than what it used to be. I think when you have your hair in front of your face, It doesn't show a lot of confidence. I think if your hair is in the back or it's buzzed, looks a bit better. Or on the side. If we can barely see your eyes. Taco Thursday. We will start doing this though, because sometimes on stream, definitely wanna. Maybe Taco Tuesday. We could do that. Could do that. You know, rip a trade at the open and then start eating. Yesterday you got smoked. Nope. Ended up break even, my brother. Go see on my Twitter. Requested $1,125 today on my live account. Can you break down what you get out of that higher time frame bar in your indicator? Like what part does that play in your strat? Yeah. So usually candle closures for me mean something for the next cycle. So let's say here on the 15, we broke structure to the upside. We broke above the high, okay? We broke above 77. For me, structure-wise, just based on the 15, one thing that I learned to do is to never reverse the market if the previous bar showed aggression, okay? So let's say you were just staring at a 1 minute chart, okay? Let's say you're just watching a 1 minute chart and you saw this pattern happening, us breaking above the high on the 1 minute. Where do you think price would go? Do you think the next bar would be bearish or the next bar would be bullish? Okay, that's my whole framework behind it. It's like, okay, I have this chart of the 15 and I have this chart of the hourly. Wherever the candle closes will give me the direction of the next cycle I'm looking at. So if I'm looking at a 15-minute chart, then wherever the previous candle closed, it will give me a good thesis on what could happen next on the next 15-minute cycle. So here, since we broke structure to the upside, I would be predicting that price would open up, go down lower, form the downwick of a future bullish bar, flip back above its opening price, and close bullish. Could this fail? Yes. This is just the framework I apply in order to favor continuations more than reversals, because this is usually what happens on the chart. Even if, let's say this is just a framework in general, is that how I execute my strategy? No, because usually I look for something a little bit deeper than just a break. I look for a a gap above me that would basically tell me that this area has low volume and should be the next area to see the fuel within the market, in order to pair that with it. Okay, so then let's say here this hourly bar closes back within the range. If I just use my framework, every time a bar closes bearish, I'm predicting that the next one closes bearish. So here, worked, here it fails. But when it fails, it becomes a very good and interesting setup, because that shows me a lot about what happened within the last hour. A lot of sellers got trapped trying to, sell the breakout here. And a lot of buyers are actually standing up right now, being very aggressive to the upside. And once that candle will close, then there's going to be a lot of built-up buyers within that bar and within that wick. So then it will tell me that the likelihood of the next hourly bar to actually print to the upside is going to be quite high, okay? Especially if we have a gap above. So that's the, how I use it. So here, if I had to predict where would this next 15-minute bar go, I would predict that it would go to the upside, because I'm basing myself off of the structure that we just created, which is a break, which is an engulfing candle on the 15. But if you dissect that 15-minute bar into 15 1-minute bars, then you could potentially find yourself on side just by looking at those candlestick patterns and predicting one. So that's pretty much the whole framework behind it. And yes, I see a lot of those trades happening in front of me, and I get the direction right in a lot of them, but is that enough for me to execute on and put real risk on? No, I really look for the sauce. I really look for when there is like a capitulation within the market, when, okay, participants got squeezed. I know I have statistical edge over that exact pattern that is happening, and I know I am better at predicting when the next bar when this happens rather than that, Yeah, the background mix, I truly don't know. I have no clue, brother. I love you, bro. I love you too, my brother. Come on, Asia wins the Lambo. Bro, Amos, AM session chat are boring and lame. PM session are the real ones. Is it? Is it true? Are you streaming on StreamYard? We have a producer. It's Ninja. I think Voodoo Ninja, something like that. It's not StreamYard. A moss with a red hoodie. You look like Bella Ciao. What would the price have to do for you to change your mind and look for a buy and not short? If this candle closes bullish, so now currently the 15 is already telling me that the likelihood of the next 15 to close bullish is pretty high. So currently, I just need to reinforce my bias having an hourly bar closing in that direction. Once I have it, then I would potentially be able to predict the next hourly bar, which would be to the upside, at least tapping to this gap, taking some profits within the gap, and managing my position in a way where I'll make sure I'm on side. Was the explanation good? Let me know. Let me know, or if I need to say something again, let me know, guys, because it's important. I think it's important for you guys to follow my thought process also. It's like, of course, we're talking in the chat, we're waiting for a trade, but at the end, everyone should aspire to be doing that on their own every day. Is how you just explained that the same as your recent video from yesterday? I touched some points that I didn't in the video. For sure, the live sessions are filled with gold. You can watch them back again if you want, Do you put your own money in a live account? I'm currently trading Tradeify's live account, and it's currently up 20,500, and I made $11,000 within the last 29 days, and turning 30 tomorrow, so at midnight. So pretty happy, man. Pretty happy. The market has been taking care of me, especially took care of me this week. Monday 3.9 on the live account, Tuesday 1.3, today 1.1. Like it's back to back. I can't do anything else but smile when I have a win streak like that. And that's also what I'm saying to my people who are trading prop firm accounts. It's like, wait for the freaking market to meet with your strategy. Just wait. Be patient enough for that win streak to arrive, and just take it with your arms open. That's it. Play defense. That's like, why do you always want to play offense and win every day? It doesn't work like that. Play defense. Have your guard up. All right. Loss, win, loss, win, loss. And then an opening. 5 back-to-back wins, request a payout. That's how you should do it. That's how I did it within the last 30 days. It's like, it was up and down some days. It was like, all right, I'm down 2K on that day. We're up 1, down 3, plus 4. This, that, and then at a certain point, you get back to back, and your equity curve goes up. And then it's exactly like trading. It accumulates, then distributes, then accumulates and distributes, and then sometimes we'll pull back, shift, and then distribute again. You know? Can we reshare the screen? I think it lags a lot, man. Well, let's try it. Let's try it because I'm looking at the recording and it's like spiking so much. Let me just get rid of it and then redo it. That's pretty much you see like how I was able to see the read here of like a bullish distribution off of, okay, how did the previous candle close, and the fact that we engulfed the previous one. The main mistake the traders will do in general is to always reverse the market. Always look for a sweep of a high and a shift in market structure to then go in the opposite direction for a 1 to 3, 1 to 2, 1 to 4. Read your candles. If you can read where the next 15-minute bar will go consistently every day, you'll be rich. Clearly. As simple as that. It's like you wait for the clearest bar to happen on the chart for you to be so confident in the direction of the next one, to then position yourself in the same direction with a stop loss wide enough to cover most of the range. That's it. Do you need more than this? No. You don't need 100 points. You don't need to catch daily ranges. You only need 15 points consistently every day. Every single day. You just said you're turning 30. Did I say that? Razor brand. You want to know something funny? I don't even shave my beard. I just have nothing. I'm like that. I'm like that. PM session chat have blown their accounts and busy cry. Yo, those PM sessions are brutal sometimes, bro. Yeah, I need you guys there. I need you guys to talk with me because holy shit, those PM sessions sometimes they stink. Fucking stink. Can you explain it again with strategy on the 30, bro? That's gonna turn into a full-on mentorship. Bump some Kendrick Lamar, bro. I would have bumped some amazing songs, but we can't do that on YouTube, bro. We can't. We're gonna get striked. Yeah, bro. I see what you're talking about. I've never used that indicator, so I was curious. It's not really like an indicator. It's like I could just go on this chart and have the same read. It's just I have it on my. I just stick to the 1 minute chart and have it on the side, so I don't have to flip time frames. You know. But you see here how the next 15-minute bar ended up closing bullish. That's it. You know, of course, that's 90 points here because the range is big, but usually it will not be 90 points. That will be like a 20-point move, you know, max. Can you share your indicator for your candle in the chat? ICT HTF candles. I may have heard wrong. No, turning 23, not 30. Turning 23. 23. Tomorrow's your birthday? No, it's in a month. In a month. Moss Farmer SMT, yes, sweep the low, NQ not, no, 15 minutes change in the state. I don't trade that strategy. I don't trade that strategy. I don't believe the market moves because of SMTs and breaks of structures. I don't believe in that thesis. I tried it, didn't work for me. Could work for some people. For me, it never worked. So I don't see the market like that. So even if it does that, does break, does create a divergence between ES and NQ, I don't take it. You know, for me, my job is to predict a 15-minute bar or an hourly bar. That's it. Looking at the structure, how did my previous candle close? How strong is the market? What levels are we rejecting? What are the levels above me? That's pretty much it. Yeah. How do you see the 15 and the hourly on the same screen? The indicator. This looks like it's gonna explode to the upside. Definitely. On the hourly, I like that take. I like that take. On the hourly, definitely looks like it will pump to the upside. But we'll stay patient though. We'll stay patient. Yeah, my live account is gonna turn 30. My live account is gonna turn 30 soon. What is a point? It's $1 difference. So like, let's say it goes from 28,345 to 28,346. That is a point, or like a handle. That's what we call. When's your birthday? JMC, let me know when's your birthday. Mine's next month too. Damn, when's y'all birthdays? All in July? Again, whenever I see you, Amas, I'm happy for you. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Yeah, maybe they misheard that. I love your confidence and your strategy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Professor, yeah. 7, 6, 11. Oh shit, we're close. We're fucking close. Six weeks ago, 37. Shit. Amazing. More health, more wealth. Can you show the settings? Yeah. You can always come back to the stream. It's like, let's say even if I show it for 5 seconds, you can pause it and then come back to the stream. It's like it's not something that is moving forever. You know, you can pause the stream, sleep, trade, watch Moss, and repeat. Here we go. That's what we want. How are we doing, chat? Right now, we're gonna look for a long. We're definitely gonna look for a long. It's there's 10 minutes left for that candle to close. Pretty aggressive back to the upside. We have an hourly unfilled gap right above us. I am tempted to a long pretty soon. How big's that range? Yeah, I can answer one mini. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Let me wait though. Let me be smart about my approach here. Let me not just get in too early and get fried on that, because that could quickly flip. Quickly flip on me. But sometimes I read some comments and I can't say out loud, but I'm like, that is a trading chat, bro. Chill. Yeah, it definitely looks good for long for me. You just need to see some more confirmations on the buy side, and we're good to go for that unfilled gap to the upside. Damn. That was a good quote. He said, "In trading, the rest it seems a nice young guy with doubts and desires like everybody." Yeah, that was deep. That was deep. I like that. Do you play tennis? No, I don't. I did play tennis multiple times this month. I did play paddle. Am I good at those sports? I'm pretty good at, like, I'm pretty average at every sport, I would say. Um, you know, but tennis is like one of those where it requires a lot of technique. You can't just be like fast, and because I run fast, so that serves me well in a lot of sports, like, you know, basketball, soccer, you know, all those sports. But in terms of, like, you know, tennis, or let's say a sport like hockey, it requires too much skill, way too much skill. Is trading a sport? No. No. What's your average sizing for a 50K account? Your sizing should always be depending on your own strategy, your own metrics that you found when you were backtesting. For me, I usually don't go in a drawdown of more than 4 to 5 trade losing streaks. So I usually risk a fifth of the drawdown that is available for me. So if I'm not risking that, then my strategy is showing me that I'm basically letting money on the table, and that comes with its own difficulty. If you go through a 3 trade losing streak with that size, then you might start to tweak out, but it is what it is. That's my approach. I like to go heavier. What position do you play in soccer? I play 10. So I play midfield. So I run everywhere. Have a crazy cardio, like crazy. This was purely genetics, like crazy cardio. What do you guys think is the hardest position to play in soccer? I think to start, I think it has to be midfielder. It has to. It has to. There's so many world-class midfielders. It's like your touch has to be so good. It's like a lot of them are not even that, gifted in terms of like speed, and they're like, most of those midfielders are like, they have a touch. They're just gifted in terms of the touch, the precision of their passes. They're how smart they are. Striker for sure. You guys think striker? Goalie, damn. I mean, goalie's pretty freaking hard to go pro at. If you're a goalie, first you have that natural selection of height. Like, no matter how bad you try to be a goalie, if you're not 6'5", you're never gonna make it. That's first. I'm waiting for a buy, but you see here, that candle is getting weaker and weaker. It is not. You see, like, how it's important to wait a little bit. Right there, it's getting weaker, very weak. Brazil? Who will be the world champion? Brazil? Nah, I don't think Brazil will win it. I hope Portugal wins it. Portugal? I closed it at break even, by the way, my trade yesterday. Yeah. It's like, it's either you're the very technical midfielder that runs everywhere, or you're the extremely smart one who, like, the tall, like, Tony Cruz kind of midfielder. Or like, what is he called? De Bruyne. Or you guys would call it De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Yeah, there's like a lag with the screen, man. That's weird. I don't know if it's my screen or if it's like the OBS. It used to do that too, I remember. I know Colin knows how to work this out. They gave it last time to Messi. I won't be surprised if they give it this time to Portugal, yeah. I mean, who here believes sports is rigged? Truly, let me know in the chat. And I know hell there's gonna be, yeah. I know the comments here. Especially some fans who are not happy that their team did not qualify. I love Tony Cruz. That's my favorite player. He's insane. He's amazing. That's the type of player I enjoy watching. The ones that are so talented, you know that no matter how hard someone practiced, he wouldn't be able to have that touch. Those are the players I like. Wrestling is rigged. It is definitely rigged. For sure. Worked in pro sports for 23 years. It's not. Shit. That's cool. We have people that worked in professional sports. Some games definitely are. Let me tell you. The games that are rigged are definitely the games where you need to lose the game or win the game in order to have like the first pick. That doesn't happen in soccer though. But like I think in hockey or American football. Shit. I think that could happen in American football. I remember some of my friends parlay not working because of oh yeah, boxing is so rigged. Oh my days. Yeah, boxing is the most rigged sport ever. That is so true. I agree. It's like you can watch someone get literally annihilated the whole fight. Beat up. Wait, let me take a trade here. I'll try to get in here. Let me stop yapping, chat. Let's get serious for a second. Let's win the trade and stop talking about footy. My brother. Footy, my brother. I need them to hold now. I wouldn't like us to go and inverse that gap. That would be so disgusting for us. I just want this next 1 minute bar to close above 415, and it's gonna look good for us. Come on, man, just give us an easy trade for once, bro. We always fight for our fucking lives here. Oh no way! I have a weird like habit of like as soon as I'm in a trade, I start touching my beard, if you can call that a beard. If you're a dad in the chat, you know you gotta chill out on me, bro. Let me call that a beard for like 15 seconds. Getting wiki. It might turn into like a more of a 5-minute play here. Would have wanted that push on the open high. Doesn't look too clean. Doesn't look too clean on that wick. God damn. No, I'll let it for a 1-to-1. Hold it for a 1-to-1, you know what? I'll clearly hold it for a 1-to-1. Let's do it like that. Let's just try to get the direction right from the next. Using this pretty aggressive play for sure, but I like it. That reaction is horrible. That reaction stinks, my brother. Yeah. We might get kicked, chat. We might get fucking cooked here. Oh my god. And it's fast. And it's aggressive. Getting wiki though. Oh man. That break doesn't look clean, bro. Oh, like could turn us to a barbecue right there. Nah, yeah, chat, we are absolutely good. Yeah, it's over. It is over. Yeah, chat, we're kicked. It was like that went south like one of my trades. That went actually south, bro. I wanted that trade to head north, and it went south very, very quick. That turned very serious. We were talking about soccer, and then I started to shit my pants in like 2 seconds. We might just need to talk about soccer again. Was it trade size? 1 mini. 1 mini. 1 mini, bro. Price action hasn't been the best lately. Yeah, that's the easy cope for me. I'll just write it. It's like if I lose that trade again, it's like, yeah, price action definitely has not been the greatest. Guys, we're trading Asia session. Chill. Gotta chill. Oh shit, that 1 minute bar. Oh, that doesn't look clean. That looks horrible. Come on, 5 minute fight. That fight needs to get up back to 85, and we could be chilling. If it heads back up above like 91, we're big chilling. If it wicks, if that killer closes bearish, might just end the stream. Oh god, they're literally gonna get fried. I answer no. I want to say shit. One thing I'll say is that this is not looking too good, Rev. Already got stopped. Shit. I might join you on that. Double down in full port. Nah, chill. Yeah, that 5 flip. We're definitely fucking cooked. That's definitely not the reaction I wanted to see in the first place. So definitely definitely the trade that flipped very fast on us ended up being an open high, which could easily be the absolute opposite. Let's see how that goes. I'm on the 5. I'm gonna come back in 30 seconds. Okay. He's stressing. I'm stressing. Nah, to be honest, I'm definitely not stressed about this trade. I just want to see some profits so I can manage it. But yeah, let's see. I still like the idea of longs. Definitely a weak close from the hourly. Would want to see us draw back up towards the unfilled gap. Seeing a capitulation play from that wick. You know, the action within those lower time frames will be so hectic, and you know, it will fake out a lot. Especially now I'm in 1 mini, so every time price moves from like a small amount of handles, basically it's a big difference in the PNL. So already back B right there. Hopefully this level doesn't end up being the freaking high of that candle. If we start trading above 48, I'll go break even. One minute left for that 5 to close. See if we can engulf the previous one would be very good. This guy's still looking for longs. Do you only trade longs? No, I don't trade. I don't only trade longs. It's just right there. It was a long opportunity for me. Let's see if we can find some aggression from that 5-minute closure. Let's see where it closes and where the new one brings us. To Hondo. Let's just rip. Let's just not close back. 5-minute bar has no down wick, which is good signs of aggression from those buyers. Once we start trading above the high, my stop loss will be brought up right above this low. Once we start trading, no, what am I talking about? Once we start trading above the high, I'll be actually break even. I can actually go ahead and put my stop loss here now. Yes! Come on! Please! Rock it, bro! Oh my fucking god! Come on! That was so tough. I'm actually so tough. Oh my fucking god, bro. I'm so fucking tough, bro. Holy shit! Can we get some W's in the chat? Oh my fucking god. I was not stressing 1 second. Not even 1 second, bro. Hell yeah. Come on, boy. Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice, bro. Hell yeah. 1.4 on that shit. Just like that. Easy. Had the direction from that next hourly. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Let's go. Shit. Alright, I got hyped up on that one. That freaking bar played with us. Shit, come on, boy. Now I'm hyped. Now I'm turned up. Yeah, we gotta turn up the music though. Like, I gotta start dancing and shit. If you start putting some Brazilian songs, I'm going nuts immediately. Build too soon, 90 points. Yeah, of course, like, bro. Like, right now it's ripping because, like, of a freaking war news or some shit, but I still got, bro, I got, how much? I got 91 points out of that. It's all right. For me, my initial target was that gap in the first place. You see? Let's go, man. Let's go. Framework got respected. Even if that looks like it's a catalyst for sure. That looks like, that doesn't look like a normal move. Doesn't, definitely looks like something happened or some sort of news drove that. But shit, man, that feels good. Talking the whole fucking session about what I wanted to see, and then sheesh. Come on, boy. Nah, that was tough. That was tough. I always talk nice to you. Yeah, you better, bro. You better. So you know what? That right here is the 6th trade we took together during the live sessions on Asia, and I still did not lose even one. I got break even yesterday though, so 7. So I took 5 wins on the first 5 sessions, then 1 break even, and another win. And those are not small points. A 90-point win with the 1 mini, that is bad. Come on. Coffee plus Tradeify equals W. Of course, bro. Let's go. Rare moment that you're gonna see me hype like this, but when there's such big candles back to back, holy shit. That gets me hyped up, for sure. You was nervous. I'm always nervous. It was good. It's good nerves. It's good nerves, bro. Yeah, for sure. Let's run a giveaway chat for that win. Let's can we get the first side goal will already hit it, so 250. So let's hit let's hit 350 right now. We're 570 people in the chat. So let's hit 350. We're gonna do a giveaway right now. And once we hit 350, we're gonna do another one. Okay. The goal is to get all the way up to 500. So let's try to get it. I'm gonna give away 150k select account. You guys know I give those big boy accounts here. We ain't cheap. We ain't cheap in those Asia sessions. All right. So the word, do we have the bar or still not? Still don't. All right, bet. Okay, so all right, the word is big win. Okay, big win. So you can spam it in the chat. I'm gonna close my eyes, roll up, and someone's gonna win. All right, come on, let's go. Good job, Moss. You're tough for real. Let's go. Keep telling me I'm tough like that, please. You should share the prayer. You should share the prayer you said when you went off screen. I definitely could use it sometimes. That was funny. That was funny. I like that. Oh shit. All right, so I'm gonna announce it in around 5 seconds. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. E-mini Badger. Okay, so E-mini Badger. E-mini Badger, congrats, my brother. You just won a 150k select account. Make sure to have your email within your YouTube description. Now let's get to 350 and let's do another one. Okay, you know, we're gonna do we're gonna try to do 3 before we end. All right, let's do 350 for the next light goal, and the other one would be 410. Okay, 350 second light goal, 410 on the third. Okay, come on. Let's hit 350 right now. We're at 314. So you guys can stop spamming big W. The winner is E-mini. What is he called? E-mini something. E-mini Badger, yeah. That's a tough name though. I like that. E-mini Badger. E-mini Badger. I like that. You got the big win though. That's why. That's why the word's big win. Oh, 343. Okay, you guys are serious. You guys are serious about those giveaways, yeah? There's 7 minutes left for the session, so you guys need to. You caught some of that? Let's go. You caught some of that? You're Gucci. Alright, 5 more likes. We're doing another giveaway, and then 410, we're doing another. Alright. Let's just try to rack up those giveaways before we end the stream. You can stop spamming big W. Stop spamming big win right now because it's not. There's gonna be a whole new word for the second one. Okay. Second word is gonna be different. So stop spamming it. Just make sure you like the stream. And I'm gonna type the other word in as soon as we're at 350. Oh shit! Come on. Imagine if Brett, my brother, was in the chat. Holy shit. I would have made a backflip. Literally. Alright. It's 361. Next like goal is 410. Okay? So the word is. Brother. You can spam the word brother in the chat. Stop spamming big win. The word is brother. Okay. For 150k select account. Next like goal 410. We're at 372. Come on, let's rack up those goals. Yeah, bro. Good thing you banned him. Holy shit, I was spamming big win. Okay. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm scrolling up. 3, 2, 1. No cool name 89. No cool name 89. Congrats. My brother, you won 150k select account. We're at 400. We're at 385 likes. Let's get to 410. Let's get to 410 and then 500. Come on. Come on, chat. That was an amazing stream. We talked about hell of things like usual. I got some advice on taking creatine and some freaking steroids also. You know, so feel smarter now. Okay, so no cool name. Make sure to have your email within your YouTube description. This is the only way we can send you the account. Okay. I can see that your name is Tom and you like to surf, but no, you don't type it once, you can spam it. What a session, big W. Let's go. Okay, 17 more likes. 393, 394 now. Okay, come on. 16 more likes. 95. We need 15 more likes. Come on. No, 410. I need 410. We're at 404. Brother, I have 0.5 second reaction time, plus I do it with my mouse. Do you think I would remember all the names? You're 51 years old and never won anything in your whole life. How can I make sure you're actually 51 and you actually never won something? Because if it's true, I could maybe do something for you. If you win the next one, I won't be able to beat the rigged allegation though. 408. 409. We have 1 minute left. Come on. You remember that too, Chris. Holy shit. Everyone just remember I sent a message to Nick first and then showed you guys that I sent the message of the number before I actually picked the winner. I was so smart for that shit. That is good. 409. We need 1 more like. 2 more likes. 408. Someone took off his like. Okay, 410. All right. You can spam the word. Let's go. With 2-0. So let's go. Let's go. All right, chat. Come on. Spam the word let's go. In 15 seconds, I'm going to choose the winner. But all right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Chris Trader. Shit, I got up so much that it was from someone who wrote an old chat. Yeah. Chris Trader, congrats, my brother. You won the 150K select account. So it was an amazing stream. I appreciate every single one of you for tuning in. We're doing amazing on the Asia stream. 6 wins, 0 losses, 1 break even. Amazing stats so far. Respecting the plan, respecting the framework also. So hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something new about my framework, about my overall approach with these markets, and or just you just came into vibe. So appreciate you guys, and I see you guys tomorrow at the same exact time for the last session of the week. Peace out.